Hi, just going to give you a bit of information or insight into my split charge system. I've had a few people asking about what I'm doing for electrical sort of power. Again, if you've not seen any of my other videos, this is basically a rough mock-up. I've got to finalise things, make things tidy, and it's just to get the basics there and to work from that and to show you guys basically my method and what I'm doing. Now, I have a split charge system set up on my van. I only have 12 volts. I don't have any 240 hookup or anything like that built into my split charge system. So what I'm, in essence, what my system is you get your main starter battery, which is under the bonnet, which starts your vehicle. When the vehicle is up and running, there's a cable that runs from my positive side of my battery to a split charge relay. Now that relay only switches and opens, allowing current to come back to this split charge battery once the ignition is on. So there's no risk of my main leaving on something on the split charge system, leaving it on and draining the main starter battery. So I've got this main starter battery, positive cable coming off the positive cable onto a split charge relay that then feeds down into the van and comes to the positive terminal on this battery. From there, the cable then goes up to a fuse box, which is just tucked up in there. Now, and then off of that, I've got the 12 volts, the things that I want on the split charge system, really. Now, this battery here, if it should ever go flat, I can still start the vehicle because I've got the main starter battery. When the vehicle's running, this battery gets charged. Off of this battery, I've got a few things running from it, which doesn't affect the main starter battery. Things I get running off of it are this control panel, or this consumer unit, I suppose, which I got from Amazon. Cost about 12-15 quid. It's got a voltage display on there. It's got two USB sockets for charging phones and things like that, and also a 12 volt power supply. Like take anything like you'd stick into a cigarette lighter. Power side. Get it out of the way. And also I've got a switch here for internal lights. Now, this system, I don't have it on constantly all the time. I've got a little switch here to turn it on to make it all live. Again, just so I don't end up completely draining the leisure battery. Just selective on and off. It gives a reading now what the battery state is at the moment. When the vehicle's, if you have that switched on and the vehicle's running, it will tell you what the battery's charging at. Normally jumps up to around 14.4 on there. Again, a little blue LED light on that, just to let you know that's live. This one is just basically a black hole, it doesn't show anything, but it is live. If you stick something in there, it will charge. I can turn that off, turn that one on, and I get my interior lights all come on. Got them dotted all over the place, just to make it all nice and light in here at night time. This doesn't have to be switched off. They operate whether it's on or whether it's off. Two separate systems. Again, I didn't want it to be tied, that had to be on for the lights to work and vice versa. Now, I have a 12 volt TV as well, and people have asked how I run my TV. Now, with the TV, it's a Bull, I believe that it's pronounced. I bought that from Aldi's, believe it or not. It was on offer a couple of months back now. It's a nice TV, it's got Freeview, a DVD player built in. It is a really good TV. I've not had any problems with it. One downside is if you have it on for the kids or people in the back when you're driving along, it can be not that loud. I think the TV itself costs about 120 quid. It runs on 12 volts. You get a normal adapter, 3-pin household plug that goes into it. So you can run it off of a plug socket, off of the campsite mains if you need to. Also comes with an adapter where it goes into the cigarette lighter. Now obviously you've got a cigarette lighter in the front and you've got one in the back here. So I've occasionally run them off the back one here, mainly because the TV's there. It goes through that armrest, through the sides of the seat, sorry, to the front, switches on that way. Never really bugs me. And when I'm on site, normally we've got electric hookup anyway, so the electric hookup lead will come into the van to a 3-pin, 3-plug socket, RCD breaker, extension lead. So I'll run it off of that when I get on site. But yeah, no, it's a really good 12-volt TV. The thing, when I say the sound is not overly loud. TV cost me 125 quid. Happened to be shopping around in Asda one day and seeing these little Polaroid speakers. You've got 2. They take a USB feed for power, which again comes off the back of the TV because it's got a USB socket on it. That powers the speakers, and then the actual auxiliary input goes into the headphone jack. And they are really, really loud. I mean, you only have to have the TV up, not even half volume, and you can hear it. You can have your disco in the back and you still hear the TV. So if you do get one of these TVs in the future, or you've got one and you're worried, you know, the sound isn't the greatest quality in loudness, do invest in some of these speakers, or some similar to it, just to help boost that sound really. Other things that run off the 12-volt setup are the switch, the tap on my Smith hob, along with the pump which goes into the canister there. That's run off 12 volts. Again, I've got it set up so that when I open the tap, the pump works and then switches off. I don't have to have no additional switch to turn on and off the pump, or to open the tap or anything like that. It's basically all in one. I think that's it really for 12-volt system. You can get 240 hookup. I've never thought I needed 240 hookup built to the van. The setup I've got, I'm happy with it. I don't need any extra uses. I don't have an Xbox or a PlayStation or anything like that in the van, because when we go away, we go away to to do things. The TV's basically for the wet, rainy days. I've got a 2-year-old. Long journeys can be very, very long journeys. So the likes of Peppa Pig and all the rest of the stuff, Despicable Me, they're all a godsend on long journeys. So mainly it's used for that. And I say on wet, windy days, when you can't really do much. Stuff I want to add to the split charge system in the future. I mean, obviously I'm going to get it all tidied up and all looking good. But I mean, in the future, there's not really many things I want to add to the split charge really, apart from a smart charger, so that when I'm on site, I just plug it into the on-site electrics, and it will then charge my leisure battery up and start the van to charge it. Any questions or anything else you want me to touch on, then leave a comment and I'll get on it. Cheers.